Hi, Jenny, and welcome back to Entrepreneurcast. It's great to have you back on the show.
Hello, thank you for having me back. I love doing these Wednesday slots. They are fantastic. Thank you.
So, Jenny, as we talked earlier with you, we've decided now to do every Wednesday a tip on a visibility. And you are our visibility queen, the queen of being seen. So let's get on cracking. What will be our today's tip on visibility?
Well, I thought today I could let me position this. Let me lay the table for anyone who's listening. We are usually very, very busy business owners, and a lot of things that people do around their sales and marketing, and there's a strategy in place and there's something behind it that you have to build and build and build. One of the things that I've noticed, even amongst my own community, is that when you are doing the school run and running a business and running a household and running your life, and for some of my clients, they're consultants and they're running a business. Even got a few clients that have got multiple businesses. One thing that we're really, really poor in is time, not necessarily money, but time. So last year, I started to get this idea about doing something called Visibility Made Easy. And what I want to do now is share in I want to call them 10-minute tips to boost your visibility for busy people. So these are 10-minute tips. There's no strategy, no implementation plan, no email sequence or anything else like that. These are things that I'm going to share with you that have not only worked for me, they've worked for my clients, and they will start to boost your visibility very, very quickly. So here's the first one. And if you are listening to this and you're hearing the first one, congratulations. If you think you've missed out, then do either listen out for forthcoming episodes or go back and listen to some of these. So this one is so simple. I share it with clients who like to network, specifically online. So you've got things like Facebook, you've got Twitter and Instagram, but specifically this is around Facebook and LinkedIn. Now, why is this such a good tip? And I'm not going to tell you what it is just yet. I'm going to keep you slightly in suspense, but I think you need to understand why. Quite often in our very, very busy lives, the social media platforms that we choose to use actually do the work for us. But a lot of people don't even think about that when it comes to raising your profile, getting out there, raising your visibility. And this tip is so easy that people are tempted to dismiss it. So let me tell you what it is. Basically, it is around using the platform to boost your profile in the most unusual but simplistic way. And it is this. Once every 2 weeks, or at least once a month, change your profile picture. That's it, you've heard it. Now, here's why it's important to do this. When you change your profile picture on Facebook or LinkedIn, it sends a message around to say, it sends something out to say, so-and-so has updated their profile picture or changed their profile picture. This means that there's one very quick action and the platform does the work for you. So let me just explain how to do this, because I remember running a challenge back in 2014. It was a visibility tip over 30 days. And somebody came back to me and said, thank you very much, but I've got a really great picture. So I looked into their Facebook profile and I noticed that they hadn't changed their picture, get this, for 5 years. Now, you might be listening to this and thinking, well, how's that visibility boosting and why is that even important? That means that that person had the same profile picture for 5 years. They missed out on one of the easiest opportunities, 5 years worth of opportunities to change their profile and have Facebook say, such and such has changed their profile picture. Now, why this then becomes a visibility benefit for you in the future, when every 2 weeks you change your profile picture, Facebook or LinkedIn lets your network know, the people that you're connected to know that you've done this. By the nature of Facebook and LinkedIn, they're designed to try and keep people on the platform for as long as possible. So when they get that notification that you've changed your picture, what then happens is they go to have a look at the photo. So at the very, very best, they go to have a look at the photo and hopefully they'll comment, which means that they're now interacting with your profile, which also means that Facebook are suddenly going, oh, this person's getting some interaction. Every time they share something, we're going to push them a bit further in the queue. Now, all of this I've spoken about is around your LinkedIn profile, and on Facebook, your personal profile. So if you want to supersize this, do this on your business page too. Now, on my business page, I tend to change mine once every month, just because I have memory of it in my head. You know, maybe at the end of the month, I think new month come in, new picture, new energy, you know, new momentum. So that's the reason why it's really important to change it frequently. Now, there's another secondary gain, a secondary benefit that happens after this. When somebody is called by Facebook or by LinkedIn to look at your profile picture because you've changed it, you know, curiosity gets the better of them. They'll start to have a little snoop around your profile, and this is when they get to see where you're working, what you're doing, what projects you're working on now. So even if you're guilty as charged of not putting fresh new content on your Facebook page every single day or a gazillion times a day, you've now got this regular reason for people to come to your page. Doesn't matter that it's only for a photograph. They'll have a scoot around. Now, after you've done this for a little while, so if you're really keen to boost your visibility, I recommend that you change it every week. After you've done this for a little while, and this is what's happened to me and also clients that I've coached through various different visibility programs, people start saying, oh my gosh, you're doing so well. You're everywhere. And what you've now done in the most simplest way is raised your profile. You've reminded people that you're there. This is particularly like a splendid thing to do if you're on LinkedIn, because it reminds the people that you've been connected with in the past, the people that you've just connected with, and people who are maybe like keeping their eye out on you because all of a sudden they're getting these notifications of some activity that's going on. So can you see why that's so important? When you start to do that, and let me share with you a benefit that I have seen and clients have seen by doing this. So on LinkedIn, by changing my photograph, it puts me or keeps me in the memory of the people who have glanced through my profile or who I'm connected with. As a result of that, somebody came to me, sent me a message through LinkedIn and said, oh, you know what? I've got a group of people that we really want to enhance their personal development and they need visibility tips. And it's just occurred to me, you're all about raising profile and visibility. Would you be interested in speaking to them? Now, if this is someone that I'm connected to, but I don't know too well, I always ask them, how did you hear about me? Which is probably another visibility tip for another time. But what's important is the number of people that say, do you know what? LinkedIn told me that you changed your profile picture. So I started to wonder, what have you been up to? They came over to my profile, they looked at my profile picture, they scrolled down my timeline. And with that, it has made the platform bring the visibility out into the world rather than me having to, you know, post pictures of my breakfast on Facebook. So if you want the most simplistic and easiest way to get visible, just using your photograph, you know, especially if it's on Facebook or LinkedIn, change your profile picture on a regular basis. Why it didn't work for the other lady who had the 5-year profile picture was because she's clearly posting different content, but she was using her personal profile for work. When people think they're about to be sold to or asked to contribute to something that's workified or business-like, they're less inclined to go over and look at your profile unless they've got a really valid reason. So, you know, do let us know. For those of you that are connected with us, I know that Svietlana is on Instagram as well. Have a look and just make a comment under one of her latest photos or shares and just let her know what you have seen differently as a result of changing your photo on a more regular basis. You've only got to do this twice and already you're starting to get people coming to you, having a look at what you do. So that's that tip for this week. Have you got anything you want to add, Svietlana?
That's amazing, Jenny. That's a great strategy. And I was just thinking, first of all, I mean, Facebook, yes, I know, but LinkedIn, because I haven't been that active on LinkedIn because Facebook is my favorite platform. But as I haven't been active on LinkedIn, I actually didn't know that it notifies other people when you change your picture on LinkedIn. So I'm going to start changing my picture there too. But also, as you mentioned, yeah, if you change your profile picture, that obviously works. But on top of that, you can change your timeline photograph. And that will
Absolutely.
notify people as well. So you can like change 1 week your profile picture and the next week your timeline photograph. And the
Yeah.
timeline photograph is a good place to also nicely promote whatever is coming up for you. So, you know, as a profile picture, you obviously need to keep your face there, but on your timeline, let's say you are launching a new book, you could, you know, post it next to your lovely self. You could post a picture of your book and people will get curious. So that's, you know, add to your profile picture also your timeline picture. Both of those get huge amounts of engagement, and people keep liking you, which means even throughout the week you'll get more likes, more comments, and people will see you more and more.
Something else to add to that, actually, when you change that banner picture is always public, always. Whereas your profile picture, you can change your settings on on Facebook to make it just viewable by your friends. Now, why this is important is when I change my picture, I'll normally change it and I'll add a caption. So if you are promoting something, so that you don't look like you're being on the sleazier side of the internet marketing that people don't enjoy, have a really gorgeous picture that everyone can enjoy. Because remember that Facebook is social media, not business media. Have a picture or a photo that everyone can enjoy, and preferably make that photo something that feels a little bit more kind of like you're peeking behind the curtains, people are seeing you. So for example, this week I went to the Chelsea Flower Show. I was surrounded by so many beautiful photographs. I'm looking to make like a montage to put that on there. That lets people know that yes, I'm about visibility, but there's a human element to me. There's a personal element to me. There's something behind it. Now, I could then write in the caption something like, took a nice break to go to the Chelsea Flower Show whilst I'm writing my book. That then lets people know in a really lovely way that I'm writing a book. And I can say, watch out, the book's coming. As opposed to the temptation that we all have, banner photo, www. Your URL, which remember that for some of the people that are connected to you on Facebook specifically, and especially on your personal or private timeline, if you're anything like me, they're going to be school friends, they're going to be people you've worked with, they're going to be family members, and you can turn people off. Let me show you or share quickly how powerful this is. Because I do this on a regular basis, somebody that I went to school with, and to be honest, haven't seen for 20 years, but still connect with on Facebook, saw that I had changed a photo, read what I'd said, and sent me a private message and said, so do you do things with people in business to help them to speak? And I said, yeah. And they said, oh, can I refer someone to you? Now, this is someone I haven't physically seen for a number of years. So this is how powerful it works. And it takes the social back into spreading the word about your business. And as a result of that, tomorrow, I have got a call with somebody to help them with their speaking. So this came from a school friend I think it was a school friend's best friend's sister. So really do not underestimate the power of this. People will also notice these things that you're putting out there, these photos that you're putting out there. And especially if you offer a service, not necessarily a retail product, they have now earmarked you for when they need you or when somebody else needs your services. So don't worry if by changing your photograph, you're not having a gazillion people run through the door asking you to do business with you. They're watching, they're taking note. And when the time is right and ready for them, their family and their friends, they will come to you. Trust me, they really will.
Amazing. Well, thank you for today's tip. It's been incredible. And I know for sure I'll be changing my profile picture tonight. Yes. Thanks again, Jenny. And I'll see you the next week.
Bye for now.